The thorny issue of who's the best team in the NFL. I've got my power rankings tomorrow. I had the Rams one. I can't foresee taking them out, but you never know how I'm going to think over the next 24 hours. But in my 22 plus on NFL Network, I can't recall. Obviously, since most of them were dominated by the Patriots anyway, that there's no dominant team. I can't recall a time where we're entering Week 12, and I can't even maybe peg the Final Four in either conference right now, Kyle.
It's tough, but that makes it fun. I feel like our Final Four in the title game weekend, Rich, could be a freak show. I'm thinking about the year we had a handful of years ago. Remember, it was Tom Brady and Blake Bortles and Nick Foles and Case Keenum were the Final Four quarterbacks.
Yeah.
We could be looking at this year. It's like, whoa, hold on. It's Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold and whoever's starting for the Niners. It's a weird year, and I'm here for it. In answer to your question, I like the Rams as much as everybody else does. I'll say this weekend, by far the most interesting game in determining who's good and who's alive is Colts at Chiefs. Like, I am so excited for this game because you look at the Colts and you're like, what is happening? And then you look at the Chiefs and you're like, what is happening? This is Daniel Jones has the chance to put Patrick Mahomes to 5-6 and give him for the third loss in a row for the first time in his career. Wildly interesting to me. And I just think, like, I'm still sticking with the Chiefs from my cold, dead hands. The only thing that's going to make me stop believing in the Chiefs is math. If they're mathematically eliminated,
I'm with you.
But at 5-6 with a home loss to Daniel Jones would be just bonkers, and that's what we're looking at.
Well, and I think it's going to be what Spagnuolo is going to try and make happen is that it's going to have to be Daniel Jones to do it, because it will take a village to stop Jonathan Taylor. Watching that game in Berlin with my 14-year-old Cooper, I'm like, you know what? As the game went to overtime, I'm like, I called the Giants-Carolina game in Germany that wound up being Daniel Jones's last game as the Giants quarterback. And I'm like, the reason why they lost, though, wasn't Daniel's fault. He's the one who handed it to his running back in overtime, and the ball wound up hitting the ground, and they lost the fumble and lost it. I said, I guarantee you, in this overtime, that will not happen when he hands it to his running back this time. And sure enough, Jonathan Taylor, they didn't even settle for a field goal. They just kept running 28 until the game was over. And that's one of the things that I can't wait to see. I know, and you have you're 100%, right to bring up Daniel Jones's name, but it really is Spagnuolo's defense, Chris Jones and the rest, and Nick Bolton and all of those guys. How do they stop 28 and make Daniel Jones put it on his arm in Arrowhead? That's going to be the good stuff to see what happens there on Sunday.
It's just, as you're rattling off those names, Rich, that's the craziest part of this Chiefs thing. The guys are all there.
Yeah. When
the Chiefs fall apart, it's supposed to be Andy Reid retired, Patrick Mahomes got injured, or they just got fleeced in free agency. The band's all together. Sark's there. Kelsey's there. The receivers are there. They're all there. It's just the band doesn't have its mojo right now. And I'm trying to remember. There's a time when Metallica decided to cut all their hair off and started making annoying albums. I'm like, is that where we are with the Chiefs? Like, are they going to find that groove again? Because I think this is Metallica cutting their hair off and putting on leather jackets. It just doesn't feel right, but you see the same guys up there. Right. And if they lose to the Colts this weekend, it's like an exit Sandman.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.